I could see first signs of autumn already in August, but within only a couple of weeks into September, suddenly all leaves shifted to their autumnal glamour. This time not only allowed me to settle into my winter cabin and gradually slow down to embrace the pace of life in the countryside, but would also give me a chance to prepare for the winter to come. One of the things I wanted to organize was some kindle for fire, and forest was of course the best place to find some broken, dry branches. I focused on pine trees, which are not only predominant here, but also, due to a high essential oil content, highly flammable. The oils also fill the cabin with beautiful forest scent, and using them to make fire makes it up for a greatest incense. One of regular activities over the autumn and winter time was stocking up some wood for a fireplace. Although my main source of warmth was geothermal heating coming from the main house where the cabin owners live, it was nice to enjoy a cozy evening with a light and warmth from the fire. I feel truly blessed to be able to light a fire on a daily basis. But as I also try to be mindful of how I use the earth resources, on some days, when it was particularly warm, I wouldn't make it. One of the things I had to let go when leaving London were my plants. Sometimes life surprises me with its miraculous ways of giving back to us. I received these plants when traveling across Sweden. It was really nice to have these little creatures to warm the cabin and make it feel like home. It was also a time of shorter and longer trips, as not only did I want to explore the area, but I also knew that going to the forest with a car in winter won't be possible. Nature is my greatest source of inspiration, and I like to create art with organic elements. Autumn was a great time to gather some uniquely patterned leaves and plants. It doesn't cease to amaze me how much abundance and beauty can be found in nature. I like the idea of using plants and leaves that are at the verge of decomposing and saving them as pieces of art created by nature. On one of these days, I wanted to take a trip towards the Norwegian border. However, I didn't check the map well enough and ended up choosing a wrong road. The route seemed too simple to use navigation, so I didn't. As I've already lost too much time because of that, I decided to follow some other roads I hadn't explored before. And this is how I finally find the road that led me to the mountains. I discovered that in this more distant place there are still some berries and decided to come back the following day to collect some for winter. I borrowed some special equipment from lovely owner of my cabin and next day came back to the same place. It was still early enough in the day to visit the mountain once again and enjoy the views from there. These were also my first days of flying with the drone and I really liked to do it in that spot. dust, I would say. I guess, my hands. I guess you might have got the idea that, I don't think I would be able to climb more. That I lost my. I need some massage. I lost my drone. I took a risk to drive it behind me, and I took it too far. And before I could notice, it sort of landed on the pine tree. Very, very high in the pine tree. I will show you the pine tree from outside there. And I didn't think I would be able to get it, because I couldn't see it from below where it was. But and first I sort of wanted to go up and try to find it, but I was climbing up, and because of the needles couldn't see anything, so I thought I'll just go back down and put the beeping sound again and the flashing, and I got it. But it was a crazy crazy mission. My hands are all black because of the picking up of the berries. I used to climb trees when I was a kid, so it's not something new to me, but I never climbed a pine tree before. And as you know, they are quite specific because they have branches growing downwards. So to be honest, I didn't know it was gonna be possible to do it safely. I was very careful where I was putting my feet, and I was using a lot of strength with my hands, so now they hurt like hell. I'm not used to such a intense exercise. Okay, it survived, and let's hope it works. And I will never do this again. Oh my god, it's crazy. You can see pine trees here, and the one the drone was on is the one behind, and it was quite high. So yeah, now I am back at the car, and you can't even imagine how happy I am that I managed to rescue this drone. To be honest, when I started climbing for the first time, and I couldn't see it from below. Even though I put the emergency light, I couldn't see it anywhere. So I thought I would have to organize some ladder and rescue it somehow. But I managed. I'm all dirty now. I didn't fall, luckily, because I can only imagine what could happen if I fell from such height among all these branches. But now it's getting dark, and I want to go home finally and have something to eat, and my hands are getting better. As it was already autumn and leaves started letting go of the bushes, it was of course a couple of days before I was able to clear the berries before freezing them for winter. Despite of that, I was really grateful. Like the plants, it felt like some special gift from nature. Another big thing I had to let go of when leaving London was my long cultivated garden. When I was leaving, tomatoes only started growing little fruits, but of course I didn't benefit from the harvest. It's interesting how, when we learn to let go of things easily, what we need magically finds its way to us.